Within that, try to understand what happened. That food is having carbohydrates. Okay, the pulses means food grains whatever I have added, all the food grains as I briefed that they are having 70% food, carbohydrates. Okay, all that I have briefed, that is what your jawar, bajra, little millets, all that millets, they are having 70% of carbohydrates. And the pulses, whatever I have added, different pulses, red gram, green gram, black gram, and chana, chole chana, rajma, and peas, white pea, green pea, all I have added. They are the rich of proteins. Okay, so normally, in comparison to non-veg, okay, whatever we are eating by killing of the animals, like what you want to get the proteins, we will get all the proteins rich, abundant. These pulses are so abundant of proteins. Okay, it's my promise. So all these pulses, they are very rich in the proteins. The body need of proteins very well. Suppose if we are doing regular exercises for building up the muscles, okay, but cells building, cells construction, our body, our organs, different organs have different cells. Kidneys has kidney cells, our skin has skin cells, heart has heart cells, and liver has, they are called stem cells. Every organ has their cells. Okay, so for cell construction the proteins are very compulsory, and somewhat they are also having somewhat fats also. And these pulses and food grains, they are also having somewhat minerals and vitamins. Why? Because I left one thing, so I missed one thing. So whenever I soaked them, whenever I want to cook these mixing of pulses and food grains, that time I will add the vegetables. So within that, there is no any separate curry for me. I will not prepare, I will not cook separate curry for me. Within these food grains and pulses, I will add that time whatever the vegetables I have at my home, at my end. So if I have bottle gourd, sorakaya, pumpkin, gummadikaya, and lady finger, dondakaya, whatever the brinjal, every tomatoes, lady, that is what beans. If I have whatever the vegetables that time, so if I have five vegetables, I will cut them. So like ladies, they will cut small pieces. No, I will not cut like that. I will cut big pieces. If the bottle gourd, snake gourd, large pieces I will cut, and I will keep mixed with the food grains and pulses. This thing I have missed, you add it to. Okay, so now that food item, it is having what, your food grains, cereals, all the cereals, many cereals I have added, and the vegetables I have added, fresh vegetables. That time whatever I have, all that vegetables I have added with the masala, that is mirchi powder and turmeric powder. No any salt and no any oil is added. So whenever it is cooked, so the body balanced diet. The doctors prefer the balanced diet for the body. This food consisting of carbohydrates, more proteins. I have added the vegetables. Okay, within that vegetables we will get all the vitamins and minerals, calcium, magnesium, zinc, iron, potassium. So because of the pulses also, they will get so many minerals. Okay, so that moment, if I have any leafy vegetables at the time of cooking, if I have, I will cut and add that leafy vegetables also. So already we have studied that leafy vegetables, they are rich of iron, zinc, all that nine minerals are there. So if I add the leafy vegetables and the vegetables I have added, leafy vegetables, if I have that moment, if I have added, If I don't have any leafy vegetable, I will add somewhat leafy, that is called drumstick leaves. The drumstick leaves are rich in calcium. So I have a plant at my beside of my home. So I will pick the leafy, that is what drumstick leaves I will add. So this food whatever I have cooked, that is rich of carbohydrates, proteins, vegetables I have added, so that vegetable have all the minerals and vitamins, and leafy vegetables I have added. So fiber rich food. This is a very fiber rich food. So this food if I eat, what happen in the body? What happens? Try to understand. The body, entire body is entirely depend upon the primary resource of body is energy resource is glucose. Okay. So if we consume excess glucose, because if we consume carbohydrates, they will be converted into glucose, C6H12O6. We will consume the fruits, that is one form of glucose, fructose. We will drink milk, that is one form of glucose, lactose. We will use table sugar, that is form of sucrose. These all are called disaccharides. Okay, whenever at the time of metabolism, these disaccharides they need to be break down into monosaccharides, means glucose. The body will consume the glucose only. So you are eating more carbohydrates. Apart from that, you are consuming sweets. Sweets means sucrose. Drinking milk means lactose, fructose, fruit fructose, and table sugar. So many sugars you are eating. So whenever you eat so many sugars, the body will not be able to digest them, because lack of your exercise, sedentary lifestyle. You are not doing any physical work. More calories you are burning. Every food is giving somewhat energy, means calories. So if you consume more calories, if you give more calories to your body, they need to be consumed by doing of regular exercises. Otherwise, no any work. Especially ladies, they are watching the TV serials and they don't have any physical work. So they have the mixers. In those ancient days, they need to do somewhat physical work for cooking. They need to make the flame by that pipe. They need to push. It is very breathing exercise. To light up that flame, ladies, they in the ancient days, to light up the flame, they need to use a pipe like iron pipe, and they will flow like this, like that. So by exhaling, inhaling, so it will become a breathing exercise. They are not doing for making of the chutneys, and that is your raw material like your pulses. They need to use somewhat instruments that they are designed by rock. So at that early morning, ladies wake up and they will make the buttermilk in those days. So everything, washing machine, they are not doing any washing of the clothes. Washing machines they are using, cooking utensils are there, and they are not bringing water. Everything is being filtered in the home. Otherwise, the ladies they need to go for long distance to go and to bring the water. So now in our room, everybody has the water motor. The water is being collected from the ground, and that is being kept in the tanks. So no any work, neither the women nor the men, they are not doing any physical work. Everybody, even at the cultivation level in those days, the farmers they go for the farms and they will do so many physical work. Okay, for the cultivation. Nowadays, everything machines, we are using tractors. Okay, so ultimately, what happened? We are consuming more caloric food. Okay, and we are not doing any regular exercises. So ultimately what happened, the body, it has a property, if you eat more caloric food. Every food will be, every food item, your carbohydrates will give calories, your fat items will give more calories, your proteins will give more calories. Okay, these will give 1 gram carbohydrate. If you consume, 4 calories will be released. Calories and kilocalories both are same, don't confuse yourself. 1 gram carbohydrates, if you eat, burn in the body, 4 calories will be released. If you eat 1 gram protein, so 4 calories will be released. 1 gram fat, 8 calories will be released. 8 or 9 calories, you check back that. Okay, so if you eat more carbohydrate rich food from morning to sleeping, that is what morning breakfast, dosa, idli, you will eat. Mid time at 1 o'clock, 1.5 hour, 1 o'clock, you will eat again rice. You will eat night dinner. Okay, and at 9 o'clock, 9:30, you will eat again rice. So totally you are giving more carbohydrate, means more glucose to your body. Apart from that, you are eating fruits, that is fructose, and milk, lactose, and table sugar. Table sugar, more of the people, they are consuming table sugar as part of your tea and coffees. So you are, apart from that, they want to eat, some people are addicted to eating of sweets having more sugar. Okay, and that is, some sweets are being mixed with, that is mawa means, which is related with milk products. Okay, apart from that, some are addicted nowadays. The youth, especially the youth, are, they are addicted themselves with junk food means what, your burger, pizza, pastry, okay, breads, biscuits, chocolates, they all are mixed with the sugars. Okay, sugar will give very damage to your body. More sugar means glucose. Body, if you give such type of caloric food to your body, and you are not doing much regular, there is no any consumption in your body, ultimately body will convert them into a fat, that is called glycogen, by your liver. Whatever the feeding you are giving, that is to be converted into a energy. That energy to be consumed by your body. If there is no any consumption, ultimately the body convert them into glycogen, fat, and it will be stored in your liver. One is that. If liver has limit 500 gram, then after whatever the glycogen fat is there, that will be deposited in your cheeks, in your neck. If your neck is so big, okay, looking some vast, heavy, and your chest is looking so heavy, and your muscles, your thighs, your buttocks, everywhere it tries to keep that glycogen fat. Okay, so as you took birth, since your childhood, in those days, because before the lifestyle was that people, they are engaged themselves, they were engaged themselves in physical activities, in bringing of water from, that is what, well, they need to bring the water, otherwise they need to push the pump to get the water. They go for the fields and they do physical works. At the home, the woman, she will do lot of work to get the milk, bring milk from the buffaloes and cows, and she will do a lot of work. That is what, food grains. Okay, and she will also go for the fields. Nowadays, the total lifestyle of the human being totally changed. So there is no any physical work, but you are giving more caloric food to your body. Especially nowadays, the youth themselves, they are addicted to junk food and beverages. These are very dangerous to your body. Try to understand why. Because that calorie rich food of, like burger, pastry, and that is what your bread, biscuits, chocolates, chips, processed food, packed food. Okay, and that is more caloric, and it will, if you give more caloric food, to your body and there is no any physical work, surely you will get the weight. So once more weight is there and you are not following the body mass index, so surely it will damage your body. Okay. And beverages, that beverages whatever nowadays in the market, Pepsi, and that is what Sprite, so many are there, 7 Up, Thumbs Up, Maja, this and that, so many beverages are there. You need to be aware of all these beverages and don't try to drink them. Always you need to be very natural, be natural. Okay. As the diet I have briefed you, you eat that brief diet, consume more water, not less than 4 liters of water, and don't try to get any fried food. Don't try to eat fried food in the market. You go for to eat, that is what, that is saturated food. Like saturated food means recycled food, that oil will be recycled, used again, that oil will be that will not be thrown, that oil will be used. So once that oil is using, so it is called recycled. So means it is more concentrated of the oil, that oil becomes more concentrated while you are cooking, and that oil being used frequently every time, that is it has to be thrown, but they will not throw. So at the when you go for outside, don't try to eat such type of any food which is okay. One item if you eat, that is up to okay, one bhaji, one bonda, but we will not stop, we will try to consume more junk food. So this junk food and beverages, processed and packed food, okay, don't try to go for any packed food. You bring all the raw materials from the market, as I told you, that cereals and food grains, you need to bring all of them. You need to bring all of them